and the ugly. Um, just recently, we had a tenant to get evicted, essentially for non-payment. I'm sure, I'm not exactly sure where you may be from, or what area you may be from, but there's different laws with evictions, the whole process. Um, Here we try to, make it a smooth transition. Um, it sucks. It's never fun doing an eviction. Never fun doing eviction. I don't necessarily like it. These individuals, have to have somewhere to live or not. Let's be fair. They have to have somewhere to live. Some choose to be homeless, and that might work for some. But um, with the process of being a real estate or investor, this is a process that you go through pretty regularly. It's you know I personally try to make it as simple as possible. Whether me personally, I just want them out. Um, I try to hope and pray that the property is not destroyed, which that can happen. You have squatters as well. You have those individuals that understand the laws or take advantage of the laws that are in place. You have some people that actually completely destroy your place, and it's not fun. This is definitely not something that you want to deal with. You could essentially lose a lot of your rents that you collected over the time frame that tenant has been there. Whether you do month to month, whether you do long term leases, year to year leases, and here we will talk and discuss a lot of things that has to do with real estate. It was TNL Brisk LLC. That was the channel. We will be doing some rebranding, but this is the process of going through, the eviction process. And so here we go. What we do here, we kind of let's come in. We try to make sure we get everything out. We try to get the individual that was living here to get everything out. They did not get everything out. They got some of the items out. And you try to go through and make sure everything is, working. You check, different things, kind of go through a checklist. And this is where the deposit comes in at. Some of us, there has been a law that did change to where you can't get, you can get rent and 1 month's deposit. Sometimes people get 2 months of rent and a deposit. Sometimes people get 3 months of rent and a deposit. I think they've cut that back. So I think 2 months rent and a deposit in some areas. I will follow up on that, but that is definitely a thing. They stopped allowing people that rent out properties to get 2 and 3 months of rent and deposit, because when it's all said and done, let's just say your rent is like $900. When you put some perspective, or let's just say it's $1,000, let's say it's $1,200, you can tear up a whole lot more than what you collected in deposits and what you collected in rent. And then when these individuals get out of your properties or whatever the case may be, you're gonna have probably more damage than that. And the only thing that you could do at that point is go after them in small claims court, and try to collect there. And let's be for real. About time you spend the money to go to court about in reference to try to collect your money, you behind. Like, you owe more and you've spent more, you lost more than it took the time if you go for them in court, and it sucks. So investing, real estate, like I said, there's the good, there's the bad, there's the ugly, there are the pros and cons. I personally feel like there is benefits from it, the tax, benefits, and then the opportunity to grow. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go through on the property, check and see if there's any damage. We're gonna walk through and see what we got. So here we go. We're gonna try to go from room to room. Check out, things that might be damaged, things that might not be the way they were to begin with, and then at the same time, keep in mind how much this may cost. So here we go. So as I first come in, for the most part, it wasn't just a ton of damage. I can look here. This was freshly painted. There's some trash here and there. If you go around the wall seals, where you have like couches or furniture, you can see where there's the discoloration. So you got to come in here and maybe touch up paint some of this stuff. You had to come in and put another coat of paint. It doesn't take forever, but when you have someone that comes in and they want to check out a property, they want it to look to standard. They want it to look presentable, have some fresh paint if all possible. And as you can see, if you go around these walls, you got some hand sanitizer over there, but you go around these walls or whatever, you can see some discoloration and some damage there. This particular spot has some paneling or whatever, so you can see where some of the paneling came back. We'll definitely check that out. You look at your outlets and check those all out. You see all of those there. Your blinds. Some individuals, if you damage the blinds, you charge for blinds. You definitely want to, check those because blinds actually are pretty expensive. Go in here, you check your window sills and everything. You make sure that they're not too bad. Make sure there's no breaks in windows, whatever. You got to clean all of that stuff up. So check those out. Your doors. This door, as you can see, is not locking. There's so that need to be fixed or changed. So that's an issue. You check the lock here. Check all of that stuff out. There's a lot of make sure nothing's too much damage there. So definitely got to change the doorknob there. There's a lot of overspray paint there, but you got to check that out. The hardwood floors, they look a little beat up. Then I probably need to get some more wax or whatever. Definitely need to be checked out again. So we checked out that room. You can see that. Then I like to check out your stoves, things of that nature. Make sure that the pilots still come on. It's definitely dirty, dusty, dirty. They left a few items in there. Just make sure you check that all out, get that all cleaned out. And what you try to do is get someone to come in and so one of them's not actually working. Your light came on that. Make sure the stove comes on, but you try to make sure everything works. All right, so 3 eyes work. Let's see if we can get the third one to come on. I don't know what's going on with that. We got to check up. There you go. Maybe it wasn't getting enough gas, so that comes on. The gas is on. We're gonna see if the oven actually comes on. It's definitely looks like it's been stripped. I don't know. We'll see. As you go on, check your floors out. The floors look okay, sort of. Well, not really. They're a little definitely dusty, but you got to get those checked out. There was stuff over here. I don't know what happened over here, but you have a washer and dryer hookups here. Then there's actually another location there, but we'll check that out. Your cabinetry, make sure that it's not too bad. Got some trash here and there. So the stove does work. You try to make sure all your lights work. There was also a guard there at one time, but I don't know exactly what happened. I want to make sure that works as well. It does work. We got to get a cover on that. That'll definitely be something to get done and accomplished. Lights, all the lights seem like they work. Try to make sure the water is good. Again, just hadn't been cleaned out yet, so got to get this definitely cleaned out. You want to make sure your dishwasher works as well. It sound like it's on, so that works. Make sure there's no leaks under here, and I don't see any drip or any water currently, I don't think. So no leaks, no drips, no water. So that's cool. You would also like to check your dishwasher, and there's no dishes in there currently. But we want to see if it actually still work, and I don't know why or what's going on here, but it's not locking. So let's see. It's not latching. What is going on here? We'll get that checked out, but there's definitely something going on with the dishwasher. We'll get that checked out. We're gonna go ahead and turn these off because we know that they work now. So as of right now, we've checked all of that. See if the stove is getting warm. The stove is actually warm. So that all works. So that's cool. You like to go in, you check your refrigerator out. It looks fairly clean. Looks fairly clean. I don't know what, I guess someone left some milk in here. I don't know what this is, but by Monday we'll get that all together. So as of right now, you try to want to check your cabinetry or whatever, make sure those are all kind of emptied out. It's kind of something that you might want to do. And check that out. And again, I'm not going to try to be too repetitive, but like I said, you want to definitely check all of your windows. Make sure that your blinds are not necessarily tore up or damaged. Check it out. Yep. So we've kind of checked those items there. Again, you kind of get a view of what that looked like, you know. Again, touch-up paint, got to kind of go through there. This is what we call, I guess in the real estate business, is a clean out, number one. And then I forgot the other term. I'm having a brain fart currently, but we'll talk about that. The outlets definitely look dusty, but you would definitely want to go in and plug in each outlet and make sure that they work properly. Got the GIF. Make sure that stuff gets set there. So we get those checked out. We're gonna go on back to a bedroom here. The floors in here don't look terrible like the living room. It might have been more traffic in there. Your outlet there looks okay. The blinds are there. You just kind of maybe want to make sure that there's no major damage or anything like that. We've got to get that all. Oh, maybe because it's too big. Too big. I get it. I get it. I dig it. So we get that checked out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. One size does not fit all. One size does not fit all. So doesn't look too bad in here. This is actually a 2-bed, 1-bath. As you can see, you know, closet space, to see what that looks like. You want to check your spots in your closet and all that good stuff. So there's not, it's like I said, it's a little touch-up paint. You get some touch-up paint. You kind of always want to keep some on hand for whenever you going through. See here, definitely discoloration. when you're coming in here, check out a property. One thing that I check on all cases, and I think this is already a disaster, it doesn't look good, but filters. Many times individuals don't necessarily factor in how important a filter is. You see how nasty it is? It's completely disgusting, unacceptable. So we will be putting another filter in here. When these filters get this nasty and this disgusting, it costs, you know, the property owners or the property, you know, to replace those, and then you have issues with your HVAC system, and you definitely don't want those issues. But what's crazy, we have a few filters here. They're too big. They never say anything about it. I'm assuming, but definitely keep filters on hand. And it's an HVAC system that puts strains and everything on your HVAC systems whenever you don't change the filters out. So definitely keep that in mind. As you can see here, it's not really too many issues in here, but we will get that filter changed out. Obviously these filters are too big, and we'll have those on standby. You come back here to the hall space, and we're gonna go to the other bedroom first. We'll check out, make sure this closet space, see what's going on there. It looks okay, nothing too major. Some overspray on paint or whatever. Fingerprints on the walls. Could you wipe that down? Absolutely, you can. Got a couple of magnums over here, you know. We're protecting ourselves. And again, I always stress that if you know, in properties, wear gloves, wear a mask, please, and thank you. Or, you know, be cognitive of other people's, failure to be clean or whatever. So these floors in here don't look just terrible, but we'll have to put definitely some wax on there. Again, these are hardwood floors. We got blinds here again. They don't look terrible, doesn't look bad. Make sure you check all your windows. Let's see. Again, this barely kind of fit in there, but it works. We're gonna check the other closet here. Doesn't look too bad. Looks pretty good overall. So look like to me thus far, it needs a touch-up paint. Just a nice little cleanup. Depending on where you at, you might have someone that charges you maybe $100, $150, maybe $300. I don't know, but have somebody on standby or yourself to come in and do these, you know, quick fixes, these quick touch-ups on these properties when you decide to invest or not. Here in the bathroom, it's a little trash here and there. You check that out. The tub, you definitely need some caulking again. It left some soaps and all that good stuff there, but overall it looks, you know, not too bad, not just too bad damage. Definitely dirty door here. Definitely need some touch up, get cleaned up. And again, you want to make sure there's no leaks if you can. This water in the sink, definitely need definitely have some dirt or need to clear it out. And that's only the cold side. Oh, it's hot side as well. I don't know what's going on with that. We need that checked out. And you want to check under. They had a little pest in here or something like that, but here we go. Check under there. There's no leaks. Doesn't look like any. So anyway, make sure everything work on your lights and all that good stuff. And you know, make sure there's a vent in here. It works as well. So everything kind of still works. Definitely want to make sure that it's to standard as much as possible. Get the things that need to be fixed as soon as you can. And then of course you want to make sure you try to get it rented out as quickly as possible. Get it back to standard. Things that wouldn't pass inspection right now is just probably a little more so filth. There's a few little fixes here and there, but we'll get those done. We just did a quick little walkthrough on the inside of the property here. We'll be following back up once we get it cleaned up, get it back to standard. We'll be, back to do a follow up on the property, make sure everything works properly, make sure everything is clean. This is Terrence Bronson. We're doing a rebranding. The page name will change and everything. But if you like this content, please subscribe, like, follow. Here, we'll be updating you on this process. We'll be talking about everything real estate, from investing to repairs, cleanup, documentation, all that good stuff. We look forward to hearing from you all soon. You all have a blessed day, a blessed night, a blessed evening. And again, we will talk about everything real estate. We just did a walkthrough on one of the properties that had an eviction, and we'll be following back up on that at a later date. It's not all bad. There are pros and cons, but we'll be back. You all have a blessed day.